I guess there's no real downside to it. I think you have to get on with your coach, and I do get on with my coach really well. I think we're quite similar people, so that does help a lot. But worst comes to worst is you work with a coach, it doesn't work for you, you just stop and do something else, or you work with a coach and you get fantastic results. There's not really a lose in doing it. So my brother and I inherited the business when our father passed away. We both worked in the business but didn't know how to run the business, and it was really difficult. We were really struggling with time management. It just made what should have been a really good thing of inheriting quite a big business really stressful. I go like 95% pretty much close to being burnt out. It was wake up in the morning, come here, do this until night, and then look at the accounts at the end of the month and realise we'd lost a load of money. We were approached by Action Coach, I think via the bank. The initial meeting we had with Steve, so Steve came in and we had the meeting with him and kind of went through all the problems we were having and all the pain points of running the business, and I think he just clearly understood, and he had very clear ideas of what it should be and how it should work, which for us sounded just like miles away in terms of where we were. And so, it was just, I think we were quite excited that realistically we were going to have some guidance to come out the other side of it. The amount of goal setting and project planning and 90-day planning and annual planning that, they're really hot on it. So it probably isn't my natural style to be that kind of planned, but with working with Action Coach, they really push it on you. He's probably not militant in the sense of like we go through every month by month and check, have you done this, have you done this, have you done this, but certainly I will bring it up at the end of the year to be like, look at all we've achieved, look at my plan, we did 80% of the things on this plan, more that I'm proud to show it, I suppose, and then he chases me up on it. He will ask me the hard questions and he will hold me accountable if I'm asked to do something or we discuss something and I say I'm going to do something, he'll hold me accountable. And I think if it was anybody else in the organisation perhaps below me, they probably wouldn't push it as hard. I guess he has no motivation for this to go well other than wanting to see us succeed. Team kind of accountability in terms of daily meetings, weekly meetings. I was always a little bit worried it was going to be a bit of death by meeting, like a lot of talking and not a lot of doing, but having that communication between all the team stops big problems occurring. They get nipped at little problems, so that's made a huge difference. 3 years, I think maybe 2 years before we met Steve, we roughly broke even 1 year and we lost about 200,000 in 1 year. We're roughly double the company in terms of sales that we were 5 years ago. So we have increased our profit probably to around 9% from 1 or 2. And just knowing that it's all going in the right direction and that we can actually sustain it going forward and have the money to grow as well, just it takes all of that kind of stress of have we made the right decisions, are we doing the right things out of it. I definitely feel less business stress, but I enjoy coming into the office more than I did, whereas before I think I had to. Now I come in and it's progress, it's growth, and I enjoy being here. So I was very guilty before of I worked here and then I began and then I owned it and I still worked here as a owner, but I very much had a job. Now I feel a lot more like the owner.